Welcome to your year, your new year of 2024. And the reason I say it's your new year is that you have the ability and the power to make it into whatever you want it to be through your perceptions, through the meanings you give things, and through making sure you've got some resilience to get through those bumpy paths. And I'm not saying that there's not going to be losses and sadness and moments of hopelessness, but there's also these moments of miracles, of connections with others, of appreciation for what we have in our life. And I'm not talking about winning the lottery. I would love that to happen. It hasn't happened yet. I'm talking about those little miracles when you see the smile of a child or you compliment somebody, a stranger, and they just look at you with that thank you look in their eyes. Something happens inside our body when we're connected to others. We put out those feel-good hormones. And guess what that does? It builds up our immune system so we're not as prone to the colds and illnesses that may come our way over this winter month. And so the miracles, I really recommend getting a miracle journal. I've been doing it for years, and I bring it out during those funky times. And I look at it and I remind myself that not only have they happened in the past, but they're happening in the present. I actually got a day today to live that a lot of people didn't get today, and appreciating that. And so I love acronyms. And one of the things that helps me, because this is the darkest and coldest month in the Northern Hemisphere for most of us. And even the bears are smart enough to hibernate and rest and not push themselves. Whereas in our society, we think, okay, I've got to write my resolutions. I've got to get them done in 1 week. And if I haven't solved it, I'm not a good person or I'm a disaster, and all these self-judgments that come up. And so really think of January as your gas month, filling up your tank, just like you do your car. And the first letter, G, is about gratitude. There is something to be said, not just saying it or thinking it, about handwriting the gratitudes. And I have a book, and I've mentioned it before in some of my talks. I love this woman. Let me just make sure it's here. And Wendy Siegel, and she has like 5 little things you write in and different kinds of exercises. You can do it just in your own journal, but that makes it easier. I like things that are easy. So the first one is gratitude, because when I'm in gratitude, again, I'm releasing those feel-good hormones. The next is acceptance. Some things are just awful right now in people's lives and in the world. And I can accept them the way they are right now. I can also accept that and say, look, at least I can contribute, even if it's $5, to my favorite charity or organization. And I'm very, very careful about how much news I watch. It's a 24-hour cycle. God bless them. They're trying to fill the time, but it means they repeat a lot of the same violent stories and depressing stories. And I will pick that up, as will most people. And so I keep it to the morning and the end of the day and listen to really good music. James Brown and Michael McDonald are the two that get me moving. Because remember, if you want to change your mood, move a muscle. So after acceptance, then we have service. And service is that action that's in every single spiritual practice. Service is the action that puts me in the moment and lets me know, where can I make someone else's life better? I struggle with this one, but letting someone ahead of me in the traffic, it sounds so silly, but I feel a release in my chest. I feel a warmth. I know I'm doing a good thing and keeping someone else's day a little less stressful. And as again, I release those hormones, I'm building up my immune system. Smiling at a stranger or complimenting them on their shoes. I love doing that. And you see their smile and there's a connection. But I'm in the moment. I'm not rehashing the awful things from my past, and I'm not in the future. And that's where anxiety sits. You can't have anxiety unless you're in the future with a terrible outcome. So I'm in the moment, seeing where I can be helpful. I'm able to make my life more meaningful, help others, release good brain hormones. So as I say to you, just like your car, keep your gas tank full. And remember, keep it simple like the bear. And we call that KISS. So kisses to you. Have a great January, and I will see you in February. Take care.